Welcome back, my dear students. In this presentation, I am going to explain about the continued part of principles of inheritance and variation, that is sex determination. Sex determination is nothing else but identifying the sex of an individual, and the sex of an individual is identified on the basis of the presence or absence of two kinds of chromosome. The first kind of the chromosome is X chromosome and next is the Y chromosome. Henking in the year 1891 noted a particular nuclear structure during spermatogenesis, that is when the process takes place, that is the process of formation of the sperms is known as spermatogenesis. During this process, Henking noted a particular nuclear structure in some of the insects, and he observed that only 50% of the sperm received the specific structure. During his study, he observed that only 50% received the specific structure and other 50% didn't. Then he gave the name as X body. But he couldn't able to explain its significance. X body was later named as X chromosome. See here, this is nothing else but the X body observed by Henking during the study of spermatogenesis. Fine. Next, let's move forward. Next, let's go for the types of sex determination. Before going to the types, let me explain you the types of the chromosomes first. There are two kinds of chromosomes. The first one is autosomes and the second one is allosomes. See, autosomes are also known as somatic chromosomes and allosomes are also known as sex chromosomes. And these autosomes are responsible for the body characters, whereas allosomes are responsible for the sex of an organism. Okay, so these are the autosomes which are present in the human body, 22 pairs, and these are the sex chromosomes, that is in males and females. See here, this is male XY and this is female XX. So these two are allosomes, whereas these 22 pairs are said to be the autosomes. Now let's go for the theory of heterogamesis. See, according to this theory, there are two types of sex determination mechanism. They are the male heterogametry and the female heterogametry. Then what do you mean by male heterogametry? The name itself indicating this. And this type of the sex determination, male produces two different types of gametes. Male produces two different types of the gametes, either with or without the X chromosomes. See, this is what with X chromosomes and this is without X chromosomes. So this kind of sex determination is known as male heterogametry. Okay, and here the male heterogametry is of two types, the XX XY type and XX X0 type of sex determination. And next is female heterogametry. In this type of sex determination, two different types of gametes are produced by females. Here two different kinds of gametes are produced by males, whereas here two different kinds of the gametes will be produced by females. So that is in terms of sex chromosomes. And this type of sex determination is known as female heterogametry. And the types of female heterogametry are ZZ-ZW type and ZZ-Z0 type. Now let us study the sex determination in detail. That is, male heterogametry. The first example is, or first type is, XXXY type of sex determination. Drosophila and man can be given as an example for XX and XY type of sex determination. See here, the parents, the female, we can just write as AA. AA means autosomes and XX means sex chromosomes. And here for the males, it is AA plus XY. That is heterogametry, different kinds of gametes. So when they produce the gametes A plus X, here A plus X1 and A plus Y, two different kinds of gametes it is producing. That is why it is male heterogametry. And during the offsprings, if A plus XX is there, means that is considered as female, and here if AA plus XY is there, means that will be considered as male. So this kind of a heterogametry is known as XXXY type of sex determination. Next, we'll move further to XXX0 type of sex determination. And example for XXX0 type of sex determination is grasshopper. Here, the female will be having AA plus XX homogametes. Here, the male will be having AA plus X0, 0 here. No Y chromosomes, and the gametes produced will be A plus X, here A plus X plus A plus 0. See, if AA plus XX is observed in offspring, then that offsprings are considered to be female, and if AA plus X0 is observed, and that offsprings are considered to be male. So this is known as XXX0 type of sex determination, which is seen in grasshopper. Next, let's move further to female heterogametry. The first type in female heterogametry is ZZZW type of sex determination, and example for this is birds. Here the parents AA plus ZZ, and in female it is AA plus ZW. Here female heterogametry, that is why females are producing two different kinds of gametes, that is Z gamete and W gamete. So see here for the gametes A plus Z, here A plus Z and A plus W. And in the offspring is AA plus ZZ is observed, then it is found to be the male. And if AA plus ZW is found, and that is considered as female. So these are some of the examples for ZZ, ZW type of sex determination, that is birds. All birds can be taken. And here next, ZZZ0 type of sex determination. And examples for the ZZZ0 type is butterflies. Here the parents, the male will be having AA plus ZZ as usual. These are homogametes. And here female will be having AA plus Z0. So the gametes produced will be A plus Z in case of the males, and in the female it produces two different kinds of the gametes, that is A plus Z and A plus 0. If AA plus ZZ is there, means that offsprings are considered to be male, and if AA plus Z0 is there, means that offsprings are considered to be female. So these are the two examples for female sex determination or female heterogametry of sex determination. Next, let's go for the sex determination in case of man. In man, the sex determination is considered to be XXXY type. Out of 23 pairs of chromosome, 22 are exactly same in male and female, and those are said to be the autosomes. And a pair of X chromosome is present in female and XY in case of male. And these XX or XY are said to be the sex chromosomes or autosomes. Say during the spermatogenesis in males, two types of gametes are produced. That means two types of sperms are produced. 50% of the sperms carries the X chromosome, and another 50% carries the Y chromosome. Okay, whereas the female produces only one kind of gamete, that is ovum, having just X chromosomes. See, when the sperm with X chromosome fuses with the X chromosomes of the female, that give rise to the female fetus. Next, the sperm carrying Y chromosome fuses with the X chromosomes of the female, then that fetus or the baby will be the male. So this is how the sex is determined in human beings. See here, male will be having 44 autosomes plus XY allosomes, and here female will be having 44 autosomes and XX allosomes. During the production of the gametes, 22 plus X, 22 is autosome and X is allosome, and here another type of gametes called 22 plus Y, heterogametes, and female produces 22X, 22X because they are homo. Right, when X fuses with the X, the baby will be 44 plus XX, so that will be considered as female. And if Y fuses with the X, this will be considered as 44 plus XY, and that will be male. So this is how sex is determined in man. Next, let's go for Hollandric genes. So these genes are also known as Y-linked genes, because these genes are located on the Y chromosomes, and these genes are inherited from male to male only. Hence the name Y-linked genes. And the example for this Hollandric genes are the hypertrichosis, commonly known as hairy ear pinna in case of males. You might have seen this. And next is ichthyosis. So these two are the examples for Hollandric genes or Y-linked genes. Next, let's go for the sex determination in case of honeybee. The sex determination in honeybee is also known as haplodiploid sex determination. Haplodiploid is the sex determination mechanism in which what happens means male develop from unfertilized eggs. The male develop from the eggs which is unfertilized. That is parthenogenesis. That is why they are haploid. And the male will be having only 16 chromosomes. And the female developed from fertilized egg, and hence female will be having 32 chromosomes. And see here, the female undergoes meiosis. So it produces 16 chromosomes, and one if it fuses with the male gametes. Male gametes produces mitosis and produces a gametes, and if the 16 fuses with the 16, it becomes 32, right? So if one female gamete fuses with the male gametes, then it becomes 2n, that is diploid. This diploid develops into the female, that may be of queen or worker. Sometimes the female gametes, it itself undergoes a process called parthenogenesis, which results in the production of the haploid male. So this is about the sex determination in honeybee. See here, an unfertilized egg. So this is an unfertilized egg. So this unfertilized egg develops into male drone by means of parthenogenesis, and male produces sperms by mitosis here. Again, the male produces the sperms by mitosis and female produces the egg by meiosis. So this is about the sex determination in case of honeybee. Hence it is called as haplodiploid sex determination. Here male will be haploid and female will be diploid.